Tex-400-A, sampling from flexible base stockpiles. Identify 4 locations around the perimeter of the stockpile that represent the approximate quarter points of the stockpile. Make sure to clean and level the ground at these 4 locations to prevent contamination of the sampling pile. Sample each quarter point of the stockpile using a front-end loader. Cut at the ground level to the top edge of the stockpile until a clean vertical face is exposed that is perpendicular to the top edge of the stockpile. This represents the full height of the stockpile. Discard this material cut away while exposing the clean face. Build a sample pad by cutting into the vertical face at the ground level of the full height of the stockpile to obtain material. Lower the bucket as close as possible to the ground to avoid segregation, and empty the entire contents of the bucket in one motion onto the ground. Using the loader bucket, strike and level the sample pad at mid-height in the direction the bucket was emptied to create a flat surface for sampling. Backdrag the sampling pad only once. If the material is visually segregated, discard the material and repeat the process. Divide the sample pad into 4 quadrants and sample equal amounts of aggregate evenly across each quadrant. Place clean sample bags or containers near the center of the sampling pad and obtain the sample across the flat area staying more than 1 foot away from the edges. Using a square tip shovel, fully insert the shovel as near as vertical as possible. Then slowly roll the shovel back and lift slowly so coarse aggregate does not roll off the sides of the shovel. Spade-tip shovels are not allowed for sampling flexible base stockpiles. Obtain additional shovelfuls from different quadrants of the sampling pad and in areas avoiding previous shovel holes. Remove material from each quadrant to fill one sample bag or container. Minimize loose material falling from the sides of the hole and loss of material from the shovel into the hole or adjacent ground while filling sample bags or containers. Repeat until a minimum of 100 pounds of material is sampled from each pad. Seal and label the sample bags or containers and properly secure for transportation to avoid any loss of material. Repeat at each of the stockpile corner points to provide a minimum of 400 pounds of sampled flexible base material. The minimum amount of 400 pounds of material is representative of the entire stockpile sampled. This minimum amount of material is required for a testing laboratory to perform all the required test procedures for stockpile approval.